Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. Thank you so much for joining in today's reading where I'm going to be reading the cards that come through for today. So let's begin. Thank you so much for joining in today's reading. The first card that we have is the Ace of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Six of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So with this Nine of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck, this is a pretty happy energy. I also feel like it's an energy of being able to be happy with the way things are going. So I do feel like it's about being very close to being able to see things and your manifestations come to pass. I do feel like there is a sense of being very content with where things are, whether that is even when it comes to being able to experience that within yourself. And I feel like this is an energy where it's like you're taking your power back and kind of being experienced the greatness of being able to experience that. But with the Ace of Cups, there is an energy of a new beginning, and I do feel like this is a new beginning when it comes to love or when it comes to the more emotional side of things within a relationship. I do feel like there's emotional energy over here, and I feel like it's very positive. I feel like it's also very spiritual, and it's also very connected, and I feel like there is a lot of gratitude around feelings that perhaps you may be evoking out of someone, but I also feel like they want to be able to share that with you and be able to kind of offer you to be able to enter into a relationship with you. And I feel like it's with a very good intention. I do feel like it's a good start to a connection, and also there's a lot of love here. I do feel like with this Ace of Cups, this is what this is showing. We have the Seven of Wands, and with the Seven of Wands, this is about being able to fight through any kind of obstacles. So I do feel like when it comes to being able to be confronted with or have any kind of circumstances that make life difficult, being able to trust that you have somebody who is willing and able to kind of fight with you through those kind of situations in order to be able to make things work is also something I'm getting with this card. This is about someone who wants to be able to put up the good fights through good and bad. It's like there's a love here with this Ace of Cups that's unconditional. We have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands, I also feel like there's an energy about being able to experience the more positive and even more public side of things, being positive and being able to receive recognition. I do feel like this is an energy of you could be dealing with someone who gets a lot of attention, somebody who is in the public eye. I feel like this relationship may also be one that kind of puts you in the public eye by default or by association, but I feel like it's a very good thing. And I do feel like with this Six of Wands, this is about being able to experience a connection that not only feels good, but even on the outside it looks good. I do feel like it's like you're complementing each other's energy, and I feel like it's a strong connection with that Seven of Wands. So I am going to clarify these cards. So we have the Seven of Pentacles under this Ace of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles showing up over here to get an energy of someone being open, and also kind of a lot of trust when it comes to being able to be open with someone and being open to sharing with them. This person may be somebody who's quite well off, especially financially or when it comes to resources, and I feel like they are open to being able to share that with you. I feel like it's a kind person. I feel like they're very generous, and they make you feel that. And I do feel like there is this energy of being very happy and balanced when it comes to your connection and the flow of things. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles under the Ace of Cups. This card showing up over here does show an energy of kind of questioning things, kind of being in a space of wondering whether the juice is worth the squeeze. And I do feel like that's because things may be harder than expected, or they may require efforts. And I do feel like investing into something with that mindset of being able to invest into it is also a part of your connection, and being in a space of really questioning just how much is going to need to go into things is also a space that this person could be in right now. I do feel like they may be kind of really also wondering if it's going to be worth it, but I feel that with this card showing up, it's like, yes, I do feel like there's a lot more going on beneath the surface, and this connection is one that's growing. And even through any kind of difficulty or obstacles that do come up, it is one that's strengthening. And with the Seven of Pentacles showing up, this does show an energy of investing into something. So I do feel like this person is in that mindset, in that space. They are aware of what needs to be put into making a relationship work with you. And I do feel like they are also showing up for that. We have the Knight of Wands, and with the Knight of Wands showing up, I am getting an energy of there's an opportunity over here. And I feel like this person is also a person who's very much action oriented. I do feel like they could be a person very enthusiastic about being able to enter into a connection, being able to overcome any obstacles, and I do feel like they're very optimistic about that. So it can even be very passionate about that. And with this card showing up, I do feel like there's a need to be able to kind of slow things down as well when it comes to being able to move things forward with someone, being able to really assess the situation. But I feel like there's this excitement that's really overcoming in this situation that may be necessary to be able to kind of slow things down and be able to also take into account the more practical side of things. We have a Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups showing up, I do feel like there is an energy of somebody wanting to be able to kind of show you. It's like they may want to take more action as far as being able to show you their true intentions, especially their feelings when it comes to the emotional side of things. And I do feel like it's more romantic based. This does show them coming in with an offer. I feel like they want to be able to make their intentions known, and they do it even in romantic ways. I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who is a pretty romantic person, and I feel like they are also pretty expressive when it comes to it. So I'm going to pull out some more cards from the other deck. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. And we have the Nine of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with this Knight of Pentacles showing up, I am getting an energy of somebody who has a vision or wants to be able to take action towards a particular goal, and they're gonna do it. I feel like once they have their mind set on something, they're gonna do it. It doesn't matter if it's gonna take a lot of work or a long time. They intend to do it, so they're gonna do it. So we have the Queen of Pentacles showing up over here. With this card showing up, I do feel like you're dealing with someone who's pretty consistent. I feel like they're also really nurturing, and when it comes to being able to make something work, they're pretty considerate along the way. And they also, I feel like they are the kind of person who pays attention to detail. They could be a bit of a perfectionist and someone who wants to put in a lot of effort to ensuring that things turn out the way that they envision them. And I do feel like that's why this person is kind of moving at a pace that allows for that to be able to happen. So I do feel like this person is willing to make any kind of investment, whether it's time, energy, resources, into being able to make things work with you. But we have the Four of Swords, and with the Four of Swords, I do feel like this is about being able to allow for I do feel like with that Knight of Wands and that Seven of Wands, there is a high energy over here. I do feel like this is about being able to experience a lot of passion and a lot of highs in the situation. And with the Four of Swords, it's about kind of being able to kind of relax, rest a little bit. And I feel like being able to balance out those kind of energies is important to prevent exhaustion, especially in a situation when it comes to a being able to be in a relationship with someone that's well balanced. And I feel like with that Nine of Wands showing up over here, this is about kind of being at the end of being in a space where it's like you're very close to the end of being able to reach a goal with someone. And I do feel like kind of even being a little bit anxious and nervous about how things turn out in your connection. So I do feel like being able to allow for that period of kind of rest is also important right now. But with this Nine of Wands, this is about dealing with someone who has a past. I do feel like it's like they've experienced a lot in their past, or they've come a really long way. And I feel like that is also why this person also has this mindset of kind of coming from a place that's like putting them in survival mode. It's like they don't want to lose anything. They want to be able to ensure that they can trust you, they can let you in, and you won't hurt them. I do feel like that's something that they do deal with and they do think about. So I feel like they think about that with everyone. But in this situation especially, and I do feel like this person is in a space where it's like they need grace when it comes to that. But I do feel like they're fighting for this and they are serious about it. So I'm going to pull out some more cards from the other deck. So we have engagement, we have make the effort. We also have religious factors. At the bottom of the deck, we have keep an open mind. So I do feel like this person is someone who's pretty protective. I also feel like they're a pretty committed person. When they set their mind out to do something, they commit to the plan, and I do feel like they're going to do it. So we have engagements, and I do feel like with engagements, this is about being able to commit to something of a higher responsibility, of a higher level of commitment. And I do feel like with this card showing up here by the Ace of Cups, I feel like somebody may be in a space where they want to offer a proposal, they want to be able to even offer a new level of commitment, whatever that may mean for you. I do feel like it could even be that they want to be able to even further commit to anything with you. With that Queen of Pentacles, this is about being very committed. I do feel like they're very loyal also. And I feel like they're going to nurture this connection right to the end goal. We have make the efforts. And with the make the effort card showing up over here, I do feel like there is this energy of wanting to be able to fight for your connection, wanting to be able to put in the necessary action towards making it happen and putting in the necessary effort, whatever investment that may look like. They're open to doing it. I do feel like they are somebody who is pretty committed. And with this card showing up, I do feel like they want to be able to take steps in order to be able to further strengthen your bond. So we have religious factors. And with this religious factors card, I do feel like you could be dealing with somebody who has a lot of influence from the more religious side of things. This could be someone who's very religious that you're dealing with. And I do feel like, though, your connection with this person is one that can be quite spiritual. I feel like you're connected on a higher level, and being able to kind of merge those two perspectives is also possible with this relationship. And I do feel like you're connected as far as being able to connect even on a higher plane. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.